Yeah.
If you have
This
some
was a
goofy
choice
tag,
you made. This is on you, not us.
Yeah, just know that we all judge you for your
Yeah.
boring ass tag.
But worse than that, though, I think is people who use a name and it's not actually their name. So it's like it's that problem, but it's even worse.
Like if your name's Eric, but your tag is like Sam.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
even worse because it's still boring and it's not even you,
I
and you
completely
confuse
agree.
everyone around you.
I agree. I like it when it's like, yeah, something ridiculous like
Mm-hmm.
DrLobster. That's perfect.
Okay. So Medz opting for Fox this time around.
That makes a lot of sense.
For the
I would not
matchup?
want to do. Yeah, I do not want to do Moth Sheik at any given time. Beautiful.
Yeah. Was that Laserland stuff that KJH was putting out there a bit ago?
I think, dude, have you watched any Spacey Jam? I've been to every single.
Spacey Jam?
Yeah, every single commentator I've sat down with, I'm like, dude, you need to watch Spacey Jam because Kalindi and Mango have been doing like a Spacey, kind of like not a boot camp, but they've been talking about like matches and how like Spacey's work and
so
stuff
is
like
it
that.
like a podcast like breakdown of?
Kind of like a podcast, but not like as entertaining. You know, it's not like the on a Tuesday like, yeah, hi guys, we're gonna talk about this topic.
Yeah.
It's like, Kalindi's like, here's this. This is how
So
this
it's like
works.
a lesson type thing.
Yeah,
With
but
Mango.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is. Kalindi is the smartest human being on the planet. And he's got like a nasty Falco now too, but like everything I've ever heard him talk about Fox.
Oh yeah. No, brilliant. Yeah,
Beautiful.
he's a professor.
Yeah.
And their dynamics got to be cool too, because like Mango knows a lot of things intrinsically, right? So maybe it's like Kalindi could even put Mango's thoughts into teachable things.
That is exactly what's happened because Mango was like, "What is jump squat?" And he was like, "It's like the
what is jump
it's
squat?
like the bit where you like kind of squat before you jump." And he was like, "Well, I kind of know what that is. I just didn't know what that was called." So he was like, kind of, Kalindi's like being the funnel to his thoughts.
his mind.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah, that works.
But he was also learning about like how crouch cancel works and stuff like that as well, which is really funny.
Is that on like live stream? Like he Twitches it?
So Mango has the Patreon for On a Tuesday, which is him and Joey talking about like goofy stuff, like old school topics. But on there also
I was on
is
one episode for that.
Of course you were. So yeah, it's on that, but it's like a separate thing. It's like a sub.
Are we accidentally
plot thing
promoting Mango's Patreon?
I guess so, but it is very good. Even if you don't like the podcast, the the Spacey Jam is wonderful. Like Kalindi is the smartest human being alive.
Yeah, true. Okay.
Oh,
charges in the wrong direction, but either way, it's looking like a wrap.
Yeah, he got like the damage there, ready for the up smash.
Yeah. Okay, Medz still looking good. Medz been in this game for such a long time and still a threat every time he shows up.
He's a family man. He's still killing it.
Yeah,
that's the most impressive thing. Having a family and
arguably
then
more
doing
impressive than the Doctor. You know how Locke does the Doctor and
I don't know if that's
playing thing.
Whoa.
Oh, it's a whole thing. It's a whole. No, wait.
It's a family, but like also similar. I don't know. It depends on what Locke does. I don't know what kind of doctor he is.
I think it's probably easier to be a doctor than it is to have a whole family.
That is such a take from you. You've had some takes. I don't know.
You think that's a bad take?
I don't think it's a bad take, but it's an interesting one.
You should argue with families, see if they agree with you.
No. I understand being like. I think it depends what Locke does, right? It depends on if he's like saving, like, you know, people are coming in the ambulance and they're like having a heart attack. Like, if it's that, like, that's worse for sure. But if he's just like you got a cold,
literally dealing with like gunshot victims every night, okay, then maybe.
That's fair. Yeah. No, kids are wild, dude. Like, I'm not saying raising a family is easy. But the arguable there is insane.
Yeah. I'll die on the hill. I'm down. Okay.
That's fine.
Ooh, good damage on those up tilts. Okay. Oh, barely nicks at the back.
That,
Just it was all very close, and it was the light hit, but it was all enough.
Yeah.
Okay. DrLobster gonna have to figure out some strategy. I mean, this matchup is already tough, and Medz plays it so smart.
Here we go, the one grab stuff with Sheik. Oh, absolutely not getting the next grab. I feel like that's unusual, right? With like Sheik, like usually a lot of the Sheiks now will get the one grab and get so much damage. I feel like it's so rare to not find a Sheik that does that.
Okay.
Oh. Right. I hate that forward air. I love that forward air for him, but why is it so... Sheik's forward air is ridiculous. So ridiculous.
Yeah,
Here we go.
It used to make me really mad coming up in this game.
Yeah.
It still makes me very mad. It's because it's so good, it's so fast, and then if you miss it, it's like, well, it was so fast, you get to just use a different move, and it counts as an option cover now.
Yeah.
Instead of, no, you just blatantly missed the slap, but, you know, it doesn't matter.
DrLobster, if you watch this back, this is not about you.
Yeah, it's not about you. That was a good slap.
Sheik is the most underrated top tier ever, and I'm so angry about it, because she's top 3 in my books every day of the week.
Yeah.
But no, everyone's like, no, because some reason, some nonsense. She's so good.
And then we finally had like a super major win.
With like J-Mook?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, well, no, Plup did it at...
No, he played
A mix.
Yeah,
solos.
he did like a smash,
Yeah, first solo Sheik.
Yeah.
Super major win in forever, if ever, I forget. But now, like, Sheik's getting the credit.
Oh my god, massive damage here. Oh, it doesn't get anything there.
Cancel.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need those. Okay, let's see if Medz can make a comeback.
Oh, they're dancing.
Right. Oh,
okay.
misses the L cancel there too.
Oh, that needle was beautiful.
Oh, yeah, that was a family man L cancel. You can't get those all the time, you know. Oh.
That's a daddy cancel.
Yeah, it is. It is. Okay.
I love it when games are like one apiece. I never like a wash. It's so much more interesting when it's like game 5, game 4.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Let's see some damage here. Let's see a little bit more. Okay, so he's chasing around the stage, doing the tech chase.
DrLobster waking up.
Sometimes you need that too. Like I feel like your first game is always like
you need to get your footing, especially at this level. And also sometimes you start the day off in like there's not time to warm up or anything like that, and you start off playing one of the best players in the world.
Yeah.
It's going to take you some time, right? That's why I used to complain about. Remember when Evo had 8 a.m. pools?
Yeah.
And then other people were like, you know, if you're not used, you have to wake up at 6 a.m. for a job sometimes. Why are you complaining? It's like, well, when I go to Target to clock in, I don't have to cashier against the best customers in the world, right? It's not the same thing.
The best customers.
You know what I mean?
So, I will say, back in like 2017, I definitely made the tweet. So, not 8 a.m. because 8 a.m. is actually the most cursed. But I did used to say that 10 a.m. is like, come on, like 10 a.m. is fine. But as I've gotten older, I've understood that, like, you know, I get it.
It also used to be the Ice Climber Power Hour. Right.
What is that? What do you mean?
If you had an ice climber like between the hours of 8 and 11 a.m., they just win.
Yeah.
So you just got to hope you avoid them at that time.
We live in different times.
Yeah, they are buffed in the morning for sure.
I could see a lot of characters being buffed in the morning as well.
Yeah,
I can't see like
Samus was a strong early morning character.
The floaties, right? Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
The
I'll
floaties
admit
are easy in the morning. You don't have to like rip your tendons apart and like your knuckles just to be able to play some fogs. Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. I used to say though, I used to think that like the first game of any game of 5, or actually even game of 3, but like I don't think it ever counts because you're always downloading the person you're playing more so than the character, right? Because like you can know how to play against a certain fox, but then you come across a different fox and they play completely different. So you're just like trying to figure out exactly like what they are. Yeah.
Just like making those tiny adjustments, and everybody has their own way of playing this game, and these tiny decisions make a huge difference.
Yeah, and you like pick up their habits and like where they're like messing up and like what they go to punishes, like because people have different punishes.
Oh yeah.
Not everything's like flowchart all the time. Okay. Oh, he rolled right through him then.
And good SDI on that up air too.
That should be it for Medz there. Yeah, the Nair will take him out. Ooh, DrLobster with the lead here as well on Medz.
Looking strong.
I actually don't know much about DrLobster. I don't know if he's like a hometown hero type B or I'm unsure. I don't want to be like underplaying him and he's actually like number 1 in some
I have a feeling that he actually got ranked in the top 100, but I'm not 100%. That's on me. That's on us because we suck. We're trying. There's just so many new good players.
There's a million people in a million different states in a million different continents. It's
but that's what these events are for. It's for all of us to get to know these players. You know, this is a good thing.
No, it's amazing.
So we're not messing up. We're providing chat an opportunity to get to know them alongside with us.
Being a spectator and a commentator is like maybe one of the best things in the world because you just find out.
We're actually just the best at this.
Yeah, like, God, we're so good, Hugo. I love it.
Because if we just knew everything, we'd be boring, like a little jaded, right? We're excited, just like you are.
If we knew everything, we'd be Toph.
Yeah.
And Toph knows everything somehow.
We don't want to be Vish and Toph all the time. That sucks.
Can't be perfect every day of my life.
We want to be Scar, you know what I mean? Just we don't know who's on screen, and we just want to get excited, you know?
It's so funny because he's on after you. He's my next commentary. And neither of us are going to know anything about anything. Like, I'm only going to know about Europe, and he's going to know about the universe, and I'm down for that kind of stoner block.
You're going to learn about the world. And that might
be
more important than Melee sometimes.
It always is. There's more to life. Medz getting some beautiful damage here, up to 45.
Yeah, let's see if Medz could start this one off stronger. It's been all DrLobster after the adjustments from game 1.
He went, but reverse there. Gets him back to the stage, so Medz taking advantage of getting back.
Okay.
Nice.
That chip damage actually with the lasers made a difference.
Also, I'm going to hit my unpopular opinion here.
Oh, yeah.
Love to see Unfrozen Stadium back.
Yeah, no, that's a hot take.
Yeah, I love it.
I
don't know how hot that is, actually. If you ask the people, if you ask the streets.
It's very hot. No, the streets do not
love
support
it. No, the streets love it.
No.
Depends which street.
What streets? The Target streets? The casuals that were playing on the community setup?
The 2 tours, the 3 tours, the 4 tours, not the round tours.
The OOers are the ones who love that.
The people who've never played a game in their life. Dude, nothing has changed me more than watching Johnny stomp Plup through the stage at Pokemon Stadium Unfrozen its shine. I was bogging at the screen, dude. I was like, that was the best melee I've ever seen in my life. It's great. No, actually, I think there are a lot of people who like miss it because it's like goofy, right?
It is like, goofy, yeah. It creates moments for sure. As a player is where I personally.
That's what I want to see. I don't care about people being good at the game. I want to see some moments. Yeah. I want to see people shining.
That's why I would camp on the other side of the stage. Right? Yeah. Like I want to punish the people who enjoy it. It's like, this is what you get. Now you
this is who I am. Yeah.
Is this what you wanted?
Oh, that was sick. I love that.
Some Gladiator. Like, are you entertained? That's me yelling at the stream.
Are you entertained? No, you're not entertained.
Okay, strong. Look, 3-stock lead from Medz.
Yeah, that was nice. Dude, 3 stocks to 1 all of a sudden, considering how the last game went. Like,
yeah, big
he was like 2-stocking him.
Back and forth. Yeah, we're at the level where all these players are going to constantly make adjustments. Like, no one's going to be completely out of any set.
Yeah, the downloads are going to be permanent for sure.
Okay. Good timing, yeah. Maybe starting to pick up on some roll patterns and tech patterns.
Oh, the charge! I love the charge. I love the audacity of a charge smash.
That surprisingly was a pretty hard sweet spot to hit for DrLobster, and he did hit it. Okay. All right, strong 2-stock win from Medz going into Game 5 now. I feel like I've seen a ton of Game 5s, except for the last one. But otherwise, yeah, I've only been seeing Game 5 so far.
Yeah, it's hyper competitive at this point.
And I think it's cool because we're not getting the Mango versus X or Zane versus X on this stream, so we're getting the really tight matchups.
Yeah,
which I'm happy about.
Yeah, I always think like I'm not gonna say lower level, like to describe like Medz or DrLobster.
Yeah, they're not
lower level, but like I feel like outside of like this kind of top 10 area, I always do find like for example, like when you watch Big House, you know how that top 64 was the most wild, ridiculous thing, and there was like all these students. Like top 64 to me sometimes is way more interesting than top 8. Because top 8 is always like, well, I've seen this before. I know what the set count is. Like
And you tend to see similar people in that top 8, but 64 goes crazy. Yeah. And one of those typical like top 8ers won't make it because something crazy happened in top 64.
So like Morse code is like terrorizing like top 30. Like it's insane. So I always find like again, I don't want to say lower level, but like outside of the top 8, I always find it way more interesting because you've got the hometown heroes, the slippy kids, the people who are supposed to make it but don't, and you're just like, what is this melee?
Yeah,
like,
you end up with so many players that are truly underrated.
Yeah,
like getting an opportunity.
So many underrated because I feel like there's so many people playing. Even if you're just looking at only America, like even Europe aside, there's all these states, there's all these tiny locals in these tiny regions, and you're like, who is this? And then you see people with their flags from like Pittsburgh or whatever. They're like, yeah, this is some random guy, the Carol coach, or I don't know, like and I love it. It's
my
favorite.
What I found really interesting about this year's top 100 is how many different states I was seeing represented. Right?
Yeah.
I saw like Wisconsin. I was seeing like I saw West Virginia. I'm like looking down the list. I'm like, what the? I've never heard of these states having a top 100 player, and there's so many now. They're all getting represented. Like, do we have Idaho? We probably have Idaho in there. Do you even know these states I'm saying right now? You've never heard of Idaho?
No, I don't know what Idaho is. I've never heard of Idaho in my life.
They make potatoes, yeah.
How am I supposed to make fun of Logos for being top 1 in Utah when he was the only player in Utah? Like, do you know what I mean? There's more people playing in Utah now. Like,
Yeah, can't do that anymore. Now it means something to be number 1 in Iowa. You know?
Yeah, it's insane. Ohio got players. It's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, Medz actually taking a strong lead for the very last stock of DrLobster.
Yeah, wrap it up. DrLobster was playing insane, though, actually. It was like so back and forth there.
Yeah. It was a close set.
Oh, I hate the sigh afterwards. He did so well, and he's so disappointed.
Yeah. I mean, he played, doing the head nod, knowing he put in a good effort and made it far, did some adjustments, right? Because Medz was looking strong at the beginning. In the end, Medz clutched it out, ends up taking Game 5.
I love Game 5.
Yeah.
I love Game 5. I really do think this is like one of the more interesting. Like round 2 into top 64, top 30.
Always exciting.
It's perfect.
We're going to get some upsets, too. It's going to happen at this tournament.
Oh, I hope so. Yeah. I hope so. I don't know. The only thing I haven't followed, actually, because, like I said, my internet's not very good, but I don't know what the big upsets have been so far. But I'm expecting them a lot more now.
Yeah, they're going to start. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So, on the main stream right now, we have Graves and... Oh, Joey's playing.
Oh, Joey.
Joey's playing.
Lucky.
Oh, he's killing.